Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back. My name is Kimiko Sumi and I'm back to do another video today. I know I did some other videos earlier, but I want to do this impromptu video, kind of like, discussion, kind of like talking about gang stalking and how it's incredible how people have ostracized me all throughout my life. They've pushing me away. They've let me know that they didn't want to have anything to do with me. I wasn't cool enough. I'm weird and this and that. But nowadays, it's like they're trying to fight to get in my energy. And me, I've been okay with being a lone wolf and a loner since I've been 16 years old. I remember in high school, I used to have to sit at the park bench in the courtyard alone because nobody wanted to eat lunch with me. Nobody wanted to sit at lunch with me. Even this girl that I used to ask my mom to take me home from school with, or take her home from school so she wouldn't have to walk. I thought that was my friend. And I stood up for her one day, I remember, and that same day she didn't even want me to sit by her at lunch. She didn't outright say it, but her mannerism showed that she wasn't comfortable with me sitting with her at lunch. She didn't want it. So basically, I've been okay with being a lone wolf, since I've been 16. Now, I did have a best friend. He was a guy and he was gay. And he was probably the best friend that I've ever had, or the best thing closest to having a friend. I'll say that. But I just find it incredible, especially in this city where people have, they pushed me away. They didn't, when clubs were really popping and people used to go to clubs and stuff, they didn't want me to go with them. I wasn't good enough. I didn't meet the look or the criteria to go out to the club with. And now these same people, they have the nerve to get mad at me because I'm comfortable being alone and I want nothing to do with them, just like these men. I don't want them either. They have never given me any type of commitment, and honestly, I don't even want it no more. I don't want nothing from them. I don't want their money, nothing. I don't want the trouble anymore. I'm almost 40 years old, and I do not want friends, and I do not want a relationship. And I really would love for people to keep a safe distance away from me at all times. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can feel the gang stalking. I can feel monitoring spirits inside my home, and it's a lot of noise, that I hear. They like to slam, they like to stomp, you know what I'm saying? They like to make noises. And then earlier today, this morning, guess what I saw? When I came out of my room, I noticed that the bathroom light and the door was closed. But then I had quickly turned my head to the side, and then I decided to walk out my room, and it was completely open and it was dark on the inside. It was like, how in the fuck did it I was like, I know I'm not tripping. That door was closed with lights on, and then all of a sudden it was open and it was dark. I guess that was a glitch in the Matrix, I'm not sure. But it had something to do with something anyway, because this ain't nothing but the Matrix anyway. But I don't have time for shitty ass people. I don't have time for sneaky ass, shady ass people. I don't have time for that. I'm not finna hang out with people who got bad vibes and stuff. I'd rather be alone. And most people have terrible vibes anyway. That's why I stay to myself. I'm even kind of getting more, distant from people online too. People that I used to watch, I don't even watch them anymore because I'm starting to hear subliminals from them, and like I never have before. And right now, there's this gang stalker. She's coming. She really wants to start an argument with me. I can tell that she really wants to. She's having an excuse like she's walking her dog, but I'm gonna leave her be. I don't want to be these people's friend, especially offline. They exhaust my energy. They're nothing but energy vampires anyway. They're nothing but energy vampires. And since I don't want, they feel like that they should be able to use me or get things out of me, and I'm just not open to it. I don't want to hang out with their ass. They don't have nothing of substance. They always fake the funk like that. They're cool people and stuff, and I never buy it because the energy doesn't lie with them. It doesn't really lie. And they try to distract me from videos. I could tell that they're watching me all day long in my house from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. And it seems like they get really angry when I shower And when I try to do my hair and makeup, it seems like they get really, really aggressive during those times. I noticed that, like, they can get really aggressive, and they like to send me pictures in my head and stuff like that. And my thing is why the fuck are you so worried about me? I don't get that. I don't get why anybody would want to be worried about me. It's not like I got a whole bunch of money, even though I probably will in the future. I'm gonna speak that into existence. I don't, they have more things than me. They got more money than me. What the fuck are you worried about me for? I don't even understand that. It's not like I be in the way and stuff. I be out the way. I don't even come around people like that no more. I'm distant. I don't go any places with people that much anymore. I don't go anywhere with these people. I don't want to hang out with these people. The only person that I really talk to is my mom or my father. I don't really mess with nobody outside of them, and I don't want to. And I have that right. Like I said, they've been pushing me away since, you know, I just stopped begging for people to hang out with me pretty much, you know. In high school, I just started to really get used to just staying to my own self during lunchtime and not having really any friends except for my best friend back then, who was a guy. He was the only one that would actually be my friend. You know, if I would call somebody my friend, that was my only friend. But basically, I would say, like, I used to like beg people, like, oh, I want to hang out. Yes, let's hang out. Let's go to the club. Da 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 da. Let's do this. They never would. And actually, the only time that I've ever been to the club, my mama took me there when I was like in my early 20s. But that's never really been my thing anyway. I just decided to learn how to just stay at home, watch TV, learn from YouTube videos, go to school, just do lighthearted things. Like, I'm just a lighthearted. I want to be a lighthearted person. I'd rather, you know, do things that are of the light than dark. I don't want to be in no dark ass club with alcohol and all that crazy stuff. And I want nothing to do with these people. They're shady, and I don't trust them. And, you know, it seems like every time I come outside, y'all, and I go way off to myself, because right now I'm way somewhere else, they will find an excuse to come to their car and shit like that. Like, they'll find an excuse, the gang stalkers. And they just want to get some shit started because they really want to call me names. That's something very important to them. But see, here's the thing. I got a mouthpiece too. Now, mean-spirited people, they have taught me how to be mean right back. No more passive-aggressive. No more passive chemical. No more of that. I've never really been passive anyway, because I have always never really been afraid to speak my mind. It's just that for a little while, when I had my little apartment through, you know, this mental health clinic, they could kind of like get me to be docile only because they could hold my apartment over my head. And I found it amazing that after they couldn't do that, it's like they felt powerless, because that's the power that they had. It was an illusion that they had power. Of course you can feel like you're powerful if you were holding somebody's living situation over their damn head. Of course you could do that. But them motherfuckers didn't have no real power, and they were like panicking when I decided to abandon my apartment and go to LA. That is something that I can feel them in my energy too. They're very angry because they can't control me. They can't hold anything over my head to get me to be docile towards them. And that's not really in my nature. That's why I had to leave in the first place. They was just going too far. They was just doing too much. Coming in my apartment, telling me that they can come in my apartment anytime they wanted to and shit like that. I'm not finna, because I still have to pay money for that apartment. It was 30% of my rent, but I still have to pay money to live there. Everything was in my name. And some motherfucker telling me that they can come inside my apartment whenever they want to and leave stuff on my couch and stuff that I bought. That was my last straw. Like, it was just so many different things at one time, y'all, here in Dallas. When I had my old apartment, it was just so many things simultaneously. It just got too overwhelming. I was like, I gotta go. I'm abandoning this shit. Because once I got to my goal weight then, it's like, oh no, forget this shit. I'm leaving. And I'm still glad I made that decision. Yeah, it's been hard for me to get my things back, but, you know, it was worth it, because I got to do things when I was much younger. Like, I have those memories. I have pictures to show it and prove it. I'm proud of myself back then, even though I didn't accomplish all the things that I wanted to. But for the most part, I did the things that I wanted to do at a young age, you know. And I'm looking forward to getting older and aging. Like, I look at aging as beautiful. I look at it as amazing. You know what I'm saying? As long as you get better with age, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, you know, as long as you are trying to, you know, achieve something and you want to do something in your life, it really doesn't matter. But I have noticed that even more, I'd rather just be in my shell, because I also don't want to hang out with people either, because a lot of these people do drugs and it's this weird smell that I smell from them, and I'm afraid to be around them. I'm afraid to get too close to them because they do drugs, and I'm afraid of drugs. And I'm afraid of drug addicts, and I don't particularly care for drug addicts either. Now, I know some drug addict people, they couldn't help but, because they probably had such a, messed up life. And especially back during the, the 80s and stuff, when they dropped, drugs in the black community. I can understand that then, but this is 20, 30, 40 years later. What is your excuse for doing drugs? It's nobody else's fault anymore. And, they'll say, well, I had a rough upbringing. I have had a rough ass life too. Do you see me doing that? No. And then it's like they get upset and angry because I don't want shit to do with them. Because that, to me, I don't have nothing in common with them. And I don't want to have anything in common with a drug addict. It made me mad that I even had to stay with them in California. It really did, because they were, and that's another thing about them too. Them drug addicts, y'all, don't feel too bad for them, because once they get some type of stability in their life, they start thinking that they can throw their weight around. They start thinking that they're better, and they know everything. And their favorite one is, oh, I'm so clean, I'm so neat. And then they get obsessively clean, and they try to have cleaning competitions with you and shit like that. And they'll try to steal from you, and they love to gaslight you, and they love to insult you. Like, they can get, and they're very manipulative. Them drug addicts, they know how to get you put out of places and shit like that if they feel like you can't do nothing for them. So, I avoid drug addicts. I do. Like I said, other people, they might, back in the 80s, that makes a lot of sense then, but there's been drug campaigns since the 90s. What is wrong with these people now? Nobody is making them do that. There's no excuse for them to do that. If I'm not doing it, then I don't feel sorry for nobody else, because I've had a hard ass life. And once again, here's a gang stalker. She want to talk on her phone and walk her dog. Suddenly, I'm not gonna show her, y'all. I'm not gonna show her. She's trying to get over here to get into an argument. She wants to get into an argument so bad, y'all. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. And I'm just gonna ignore her. She's talking on her phone, getting all loud, pretending like she's just walking her dog. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm about to move. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So it was this woman, she was walking all by me, talking loud, trying to distract me on the phone, because that's what they do. That's what gang stalkers do. That's what they do. And they want to bait me into an argument with them. So me personally, that's why I don't really go anywhere either, because, they want to start arguments. They get really angry when I make videos. That's when they want to really start making all the noise and stuff when I start doing videos. And they really hate the fact that I mind my own business. They hate that. They try to force themselves in my life, especially women. For some reason, they're more aggressive than men these days. Like, they're very forceful. I need to talk to you. I want to talk to you. And I don't want to talk to them. And I'm not even bullshitting. I don't want to talk to their ass. I don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with nobody, period. Except for my parents. Especially my mom. So I'm just out here, just enjoying the warmth. Like, the sun is not really shining right now because it was raining yesterday. The weather is kind of dreary, but it's still warm out here. It's relatively warm out here. And I just came out here to get a little, warm on my skin. I wish the sun was shining, y'all, but that's okay. And, I made that video, but I am happy that I finally made it to my goal weight, y'all. I'm very happy about that. Now, the next thing that I want to do is potentially get plastic surgery to correct, the loose skin and stuff. So, I'm very happy about my progress. And once again, y'all, if I hear somebody come over here, because it distracts me, because I am a paranoid schizophrenic, so it's hard for me to stay on topic when somebody else is talking behind me. That's another thing too, is noise campaigns, y'all. It's called noise campaigns with gang stalkers. They do not want the chosen people or targeted individuals to have too much time alone and too much peace. They don't like that. That's something that makes them very angry for some reason when we go out, because they never can be too far away. That's one thing I noticed about them. They seem to be at least at the the very most, I give them about 50 feet away from me. That's 40, 50 feet away from me. But they always have to find a need to get up on me and to talk to me or try to make subliminals my way. I just get up and move. As long as they don't fuck with me, as long as they don't fuck with me directly and start talking that shit, I don't mind getting up, moving, and leaving, because I really don't want to be around them no way. I really don't even want to talk to them. I'm not going to give them my energy. And plus, I'm on cloud nine, pretty much on cloud nine. Motherfucker done made it to her goal weight. Do you really think that I'm tripping like that? Hell to the motherfucker. No, I'm feeling good about myself, okay? And people need to just be concerned about themselves. I mind my damn business all day, every day. I don't disturb people's peace, and I don't want my peace to be disturbed. So that's just where I'm at, okay? Now, I guess that could, you know, help other people too. Just mind your damn business. Just mind your business. Somebody start trying to provoke you and stuff, just get up and walk away. But if you have to, you know, defend yourself, do that. Don't feel bad for that. Ain't nothing wrong with fighting back. If they try to hit you or they try to, you know, come at you with insults and stuff like that, hit them right back. I'm an eye for an eye. I'm my eye. Balance, okay? That's why I'm a Libra, the scales. Because, you know, and then, you know, of course I'm Nefertiti, boo. But, you know, so I just get up and leave. Ain't nothing wrong with walking away. You don't have to always prove yourself to people for your own inner peace. You don't have to prove shit to nobody. Just get up and walk away. Motherfucker getting all loud and stuff and acting a fucking plump-ass fool. Just get up and walk away from that crazy motherfucker, that crazy unstable motherfucker, and get the fuck away from them ASAP. Because what they'll do, what they like to do, they like to try to bait you into an argument, and then they'll get everybody else to come out and support them and stuff. And I know they game. I've been on their damn game. They're just really mad. I'm applying pressure to their fucking neck by just simply ignoring their dumb ass and doing better. Okay, that's all you really gotta do. Just ignore and avoid them, do better. You know, just keep getting better and better and better, and ignore them and annoy them with your success, okay? So basically, this is my video, you know, coming outside, trying to get away from the noise campaigns and stuff like that, because they like to make a lot of noise to agitate and aggravate the targeted individual. And I'm not about to be nobody's victim. I ain't got time for that. I'm not about to be nobody's victim, and I don't really have a victim mentality. I just like to be honest. And what I see, I don't encourage people to have a victim mentality either. Because everything ain't what it appears to be from face value either. So you got to think about that too. But just don't be opposed to being the more mature person, the level-head person. Like, you can simply walk away, okay? You ain't got to prove nothing. Because I know I can fight. I know I can tell somebody off. I know I'm articulate enough to put somebody in their place. But I don't have to prove myself all the time. It's not always necessary. So anyway, y'all, this is my video, and I hope you like it. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, share my video, hit the notification bell if you like. And I will see y'all in another video, my lotus flowers. And I hope y'all have an amazing rest of the day. And I will too. And I will see y'all in another one. Peace. I'm out. Bye-bye.